today I'm gonna present the Rubik cube and creation. Before that, I will bring greetings from Alita Seminary, the place that I teach, and also the greetings from the Christ the Lord Church which I serve. Okay, the topic about the theological argument is a topic between religion, between theology, and between philosophy. So I quote from the Rubik, the systematic theologian. He said about the theological argument, the word everywhere reveals intelligence, order, harmony, and purpose, and thus imply the existence of an intelligent and purposeful being adequate to the production of the such a world. So this is the quote from the theologian, and the other part is the quote from the this one is from Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Yeah, the theological arguments or argument from design, by contrast, begin with a much more specialized catalogs of properties and end with the conclusion concerning the existence of the designer with the intellectual properties, knowledge, purpose, understanding, foresight, wisdom, intention necessary to design things exhibiting the properties in question. So, in other words, theological argument is an intelligent design. Okay. So I'm going to go to the biblical foundation for the theological arguments from Romans 1 verse 19 to 20. For what we can know about God is plain to them because God has shown it to them. Ever since the creation of the world, His invisible nature, namely His eternal power and deity, has been clearly perceived in the things that have been made, so they are without excuse. So now I'm going to turn into the classical theological argument from Thomas Aquinas from the 13th century. He said, we see things that with lack intelligence, such as natural bodies, act for an end, and this is evident from their acting always or nearly always in the same way, so as to obtain the best result. Hence, it is plain that not fortuitously but designed, so do they achieve their end. Now, whatever lacks intelligence cannot move toward an end unless it be directed by some being endowed with knowledge and intelligence. As the arrow is shot to its mark by the archer, therefore some intelligent being exists by whom all the natural things are directed to the end, and their being we call God. And the next part is William Perry. He also teaches about the theological argument. The first premise is human artifacts are product of intelligent design. They have a purpose. And the second premise, the universe resembles human artifacts. And the conclusion is, therefore, it is probable that the universe is the product of intelligent design and has a purpose. However, the universe is vastly more complex and gigantic than human artifacts is. Therefore, there is probably a powerful and vastly intelligent designer who creates the universe. I think most of you know about William Perry because he used watchmaker analogy. Okay. I'm going to turn to the next part is from the Michael Behe, talk about the irreducible complex. Okay. I think some of you also know about this one. Yeah. He talks about the bacteria, phagium, or E. coli, how all the parts have been made specifically to do some things. Now I'm gonna talk about another. Yeah, this one is created by me about Rubik cubes and the creations. So why I use Rubik cube? Some of us are asking me about that one. The first one is a toy, and every kids love toys. And it is easier to understand for me because I am a theologian. I am not a scientist. I don't know about much more about DNA or something like that. So for us, it's more it's easy to understand, and it can be practiced. I saw the girl 3.5 years can solve the Rubik cube. 3 by 3 by 3. Okay, but it is also very complex. So I'm gonna explain about this one. Talking about the probability. So if we have a dice and we want to get number 6, if we roll it once, we know the probability is 1/6. If we roll twice, it is 1/3. And if we roll it twice, we're gonna get half probability. So if we roll it 6 times, probably in the 6 times we're gonna get the number 6. So when we talk about the Rubik cube, 3 by times 3 times 3, the probability is 43 quintillions. So how we gonna get that numbers? Okay, I wanna present you something from the Rubik cube. Okay. So if I turn the right side clockwise, this is the first turn, second turn, the third turn, and the fourth turn, it will come back. Okay. So if I turn the left side, the right side, and turn the upside, and then do it again, and do it again. Okay. Oh, it's messy. Okay. So how many times, how many turns that I need to make it back again? Yeah, it takes more than 100. I forgot 100 somethings, but it's not 4 times like the if I just move one part. So if I move 2 sides here, it's different. When I'm doing clockwise, it's different. So the combination is 43 quintillions. And if we can do the combination, if we do in 1 second we can do 1 combinations. So 43 quintillions we are gonna divide into 60, so it becomes 7 that part is minutes. You can see the minutes, and then if I divide into 60, it will become hours. If I divide into 24, it becomes days. And if I divide into divide with 365, it will become years old. It takes about 370 billion years just in order to make it this one randomly. Okay. So if we trust the evolutions, the Earth is 4.55 billion years. It means that since the Big Bang, it is not solved. So also that one happens with the So we know about proteins. There are about 500 to 1,000 amino acids in an average protein. Okay. So the probability of forming a protein from 500 kinds of amino acids is 1 to 10 to the power of 950. Okay, so we can if we put number 1 and then we're gonna put 950 zeros number behind it, so that is the probability. And we know that actually this one is impossible. Okay. And also the cell design. Okay. We know that Professor Fred Hoyle said the chance that higher life forms might have emerged in this way is comparable. The chance of tornado sweeping through the junkyard might resemble a Boeing 747 from the materials therein. So if we look at this, so the probability from amino acid to become a protein is probability X, and the probability from the protein to become a single cell is Y. Okay. So the thesis is the probability of X times Y is greater than solving the Rubik cube, this one. And we know that the probability of solving this cube is impossible. Therefore, the probability of for amino acid to become a single cell is impossible. Now I'm gonna turn to Rubik 6 times 6 times 6. This one is more bigger. We have 152 pieces. Okay. And I want to try to make it something like that. So two sides are twisted. Okay. So some evolutionists say that human and chimps DNA is 95.8 same. Yeah. So there is 35 million difference. It's like this Rubik cube. Only this is 98.68% the same. Only two pieces are different. But the problem is, in order to make something like this, it takes months for me to just turn it and think how I can make it twist. So it is impossible if I turn it randomly and it becomes something like this. So why Rubik cube? First, everyone can scramble the Rubik cube. I believe that you can do something like this. Okay, but the problem is it needs an intelligent person to solve the Rubik. Okay. I will show you how to solve this. There is a 7 step to solve this Rubik. The first one is to make a cross. Okay. Maybe I can show you something like, okay. So this is the first part, making the cross. Making the cross something like this. Okay, something like this. The cross, and the color is the same with the other sides. Okay, this is the first one, the first step. Okay, the second step is to make all the layer. The first layer become the same as this one. Solving the first layer. I'm gonna do it for you. Okay. Doing the first layer, finish the first layer. Okay, and then the next part is doing the next step is doing making the second layers. This is the next step. Okay, making the second layer, and then the next step is to make the cross. This is this yellow cross. Make the cross something like this, and then the next step is to solve all the edges. Make this all the top yellows. Okay, something like this, and then the next step. There's 2 more steps. Solve all the edges the corner. Sorry, I messed up this one. I'm nervous actually. That's why I make the wrong turn. Okay, let me fix it.
Same.
Am I still having the time? Okay. Actually, there is only 2 steps after that. I'm sorry, I'm very nervous actually. So yeah, I will fix it after this. You will see that I can solve this one. Okay. So when I bring this one. Can you believe someone or monkey can make it something like this? This pattern. Okay. If you doesn't know how to solve this one, I will guarantee you will not how to solve this one. So in order to learn how to solve this one, you have to learn about how to solve 3 times 3 times 3, and then 4 times 4 times 4, 5 times 5 times 5, and then after that you can solve this one. So because I know the probability of solving this one, if I don't have the knowledge how to solve this one, I cannot solve the cube. So something like that is, that's why, because I learned about the Rubik cube, I know that the evolution is impossible. That is from amino acid to become a protein, and protein become a single cell, and single cell become a marine animal, and marine animal become amphibian, and then become a reptile, and then reptile become mammals, and mammals become an ape, and then become a Ramapithecus, and so on, okay, and then become the man. The probability of that and the probability of DNA change DNA, something like that, is actually more than this one. So that's why in this forum I will present another theological argument, how a teaching tool, how to help the children to understand the impossibility of the evolution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now we have next speaker, Pastor Jan has to come again. And now he's